Authorities are investigating if the captain of the capsized ferry off South Korea's coast was one of the first ones off that sinking ship. The 68-year-old was questioned by the Coast Guard on Thursday. He also made brief videotaped appearances apologizing for the tragedy. The captain was reported to have tried to stabilize the vessel before ordering its evacuation. A crew member told reporters that by the time the order came, it was impossible to help many of the passengers. Also, there are questions about whether the order was actually relayed to passengers on the public address system. The confirmed death toll is at 25 right now from that disaster, but nearly 270 people are still missing. Rescuers want to pump oxygen into the ship to help any survivors. CCTV correspondent Shane Hahm joins us live from Seoul. And Shane, what's the hope there of finding survivors at this stage?
You know, the survivors, the family members are giving up any hope for rescuing or finding more survivors in this, despite the fact that 16 more bodies were found overnight. All of them were found floating on waters nearby, many with life vests still on. And in terms of weather conditions, if you look over my shoulder, there's still a dense fog over the waters here, and there's a light mist coming down. But luckily the winds have died down, and that means the currents have died down as well. And that's critical in this search for more survivors, because rescuers and divers are having to go into the water and really quite literally feel their way through to search for more survivors. And the weather is important in terms of the tides as well. There are 4 critical points during the day when there is a low tide, and that's when officials and searchers are going to go into the water and look for many of the passengers that were on board. Still many believed to be trapped inside the vessel, which is nearly completely submerged at this point. Mike?
Shane, how about the family members? We've seen a lot of emotional outbursts. They don't seem to be happy with the information they've been getting from the government. How are they holding up?
You know, we're into the 3rd day now. It's been 48 hours since this accident occurred, and many are gathered here at this port hoping for any good news that their loved ones are still alive. Also, in nearby hospitals, many families are gathering there. And I had a chance to go to one of the hospitals yesterday, and it really is a tragic scene to see parents really having to identify their sons and daughters you know, at such a young age. And also at a nearby gymnasium, volunteers are handing out supplies, blankets, food, and whatnot to help them cope through this. And in terms of what they want is they want to hear good news, but more and more as time goes by, it's not looking good at this point. Mike?
Shane Hahm live for us there in Seoul. Thank you so much.